Hi, it's Megan Hartso, aka Miss Hartso for my students, and I just wanted to check in with everyone and make sure everyone's doing okay, having fun with these lessons. And if you have any other ideas of what we can do together, please comment and let me know, because I'm always looking for more ideas and I'm running low right now. So give me some. And then next, I am going to be doing watercolor for this lesson. So if you do not have watercolor at home, I know we're working with what we have. I would use markers, colored pencils, crayons, or really any other coloring materials. So don't worry if you don't have it, it's just for fun. Use things maybe you haven't before. I know some people have tried using ground coffee, adding water to it, and it still works just like watercolor. So try it out and let me know, and post some pictures when you're done with your work. I can't wait to see some. And please share this video. Okay, bye. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get on with this. So the first one is wet on wet. So you're just gonna start with some water on your brush and make a square of water. And before you start, make sure you put a dot of water in each color. And we're just gonna add some color, and you can kind of see how it disperses itself. And then you can kind of move the color around to fill up that square. So the next one is wet on dry. So instead of putting water down first, you're just gonna take your color and put it on the paper. Dry on dry is going to be different steps. So we're gonna just draw a square of whatever color you want, and we're gonna let that sit and dry, and then we're gonna come back and do another. For ombre, take some color on your brush and draw a line and make it kind of a heavy line of color, and then take some water on your brush and you're just gonna fade this down. And if you hold the paper up a little, it will fade even faster. And that's really fun to do. Edge resist. If you have an extra piece of paper sitting around, go ahead and get that, or anything else that has a sharp edge on it. So I'm gonna use this corner so you can really see it well. And you're gonna take your color and paint off of the corner. If you paint underneath it, it's gonna go underneath and not give you that sharp edge that you want. So we're gonna go ahead and paint off of this corner. And you're gonna gently pick up your paper, not like I did, and you're gonna have a sharp edge. So you can do this with multiple corners if you want. Make layers. Kind of looks like a fire. Boop, and another. Dry on wet is, we're gonna make a square of our color again. This one's really fun to do. And then you're gonna take another color of your choice, and I like to just make little dots. And they kind of end up dispersing themselves. And I'll try a lighter color so you can see. Yeah, that one works really well. So that one's a lot of fun to do also. The next one is wax oil resist. So you want to either use a crayon or an oil pastel for this one. Because wax and oil do not mix with water, it just kind of goes over your lines. So make sure you draw these kind of dark. So press down kind of hard. And I'm just gonna do whatever pattern. You guys can do a different one if you want. And then I'm gonna take another color, I'll do the opposite, which is yellow. And then we're just gonna go straight over that. And you guys see how it just goes right over the wax and oil? This case it's wax because it's crayon. So that's a fun one for younger kids. And then the last one is the salt effect. So I'm making a square of color, and then I have a little thing of salt here. I'm gonna take a little bit of it and toss it on here. And this one takes a little bit to dry. So I have one that's kind of already dried. It's still in the process of drying, but the after effect of this is so cool. This one I would use if you're doing like a midnight sky and you want some stars. The salt actually ends up soaking up those areas of water and it creates a really neat look. This one is still drying. So it's not all the way done yet, but you can kind of see the effect of it. All right, so my dry on dry has dried and I'm gonna go ahead and take another color and kind of overlap it. So the whole point of this one is that you can kind of see through one another layer. So you can see a little bit of red over top of the purple layer. And that could be a really neat effect if you're doing leaves that overlap, because some leaves are a little bit more see-through. So go ahead and try that out and let me know how it works.